Dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
it? What's up, you fishy freaks, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a campy horror flick lined up for us. Produced by Roger Corman, directed by Joe Dante, it is the 1978 just cult classic fishy flick. It is Piranha, and this one is it's just freaking ridiculous. But I love it, I absolutely love it, and surprisingly it gets gory and pretty damn out of control. But guys, let's not waste any more time and get into this classic material. Here is Piranha. Piranha is a sensationally over-the-top when animals attack horror flick, produced by B-Schlock legend Roger Corman and directed by genre master Joe Dante. Insanely brutal and surprisingly comedic, this outlandish production takes a simple premise of killer piranhas and cranks the craziness up to 100 with its vicious kills, wacky antics, and overall memorable characters. With a heavy helping of quick wit and B-movie charm, Piranha is a cult classic of momentous proportions, and one that will entertain you through and through until its glorious out-of-control end. The film follows a private investigator named Maggie McCone, and a down-on-his-luck drunk outdoorsman named Paul Grogan, who stumble on a genetic government facility up in the mountains, where a mad scientist named Dr. Hoke has bred a mutated form of piranha, and one that is smarter and more vicious in every way, shape, and form. After the piranha are accidentally unleashed into the wild, it's up to Maggie and Paul to warn the local summer camp and swanky new vacation resort before the piranha reach open water and go on a feeding frenzy. In ensemble disaster movie fashion, the cast of Piranha is robust and full of flavor, spanning from do-gooder heroes to nasty heartless villains, and everything in between. The camp performers are all in with this wacky premise, and surprisingly they all do a great job in making this ludicrous plot plausible and strangely enthralling. The outstanding maniacs of this fishy tale are Heather Menzies as Maggie McCone, a sassy and quick-thinking private investigator whose case gets her in hot water. Bradford Dillman as Paul Grogan, the crotchety alcoholic hero of the film and all-around stand-up guy. Kevin McCarthy as Dr. Robert Hoke, an ambitious and highly mad scientist whose experiments on fish might have gone too far. Barbara Steele as Dr. Mengers, a cold and frosty scientist who's aiding the government with its cover-up. Paul Bartel as Mr. Dumont, a strict and no-nonsense camp counselor the kids just love to hate. Keenan Wynn as Jake, a local weirdo and friend to Paul Grogan. And finally, Dick Miller as Buck Gardner, the stubborn owner of the new posh vacation resort, whose decision to not close opening day ends in disaster. Energetic as all hell and entertaining to boot, the cast of Piranha is a fantastic smorgasbord of unadulterated silliness and heartfelt genuine tragedy, making for an interesting combination that equals out to pure and unchained fun. With a premise of mutated piranha causing chaos in a small lake country town, you know you're in for a wild ride. And with Roger Corman producing and Joe Dante at the helm, you know you're in for something purely special. The presentation of the flick is downright comical, as it plays off the silliness of the concept and milks it for all it's worth. Yet at the same time, all the actors involved treat it as serious as a heart attack, throwing all of themselves into the role as they desperately fight against time and the oncoming piranha threat. It's an interesting contrast that works wonders in amping up the untamed nature of the flick, and the end result is pure cult classic gold. The blood and violence of the picture is surprisingly visceral and right in your face, and the filmmaker never shies away from putting its entire cast in harm's way, children included. Its ballsy approach totally goes for the jugular, and with spectacularly amazing results. As far as B-movie disaster horror films go, Joe Dante's Piranha is in a league of its own when it comes to enjoyable chaos. The energy is high throughout the entire production, and the special effects are crude yet especially effective when it comes to showing off that low-budget style and charm. If you're looking for a movie that totally goes off the rails, but in a great and satisfying way, then look no further. In the end, Piranha is a momentous monster movie which puts dysfunctional mayhem at the forefront, solidifying the production as one of the most satisfying disaster horror comedy flicks of all time. And there you got it, you aquatic wackos. That is the sensationally crazy and ultimate disaster animals attack flick, Piranha. Just camp craziness at its finest. The characters are amazing. The premise is ridiculous, but the end result is just non-stop, over-the-top fun. And if that's right up your alley, then get to this film as soon as possible. But guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.